Hello, everyone. My name is Roxana GHIATAU, and I work for Alexandru and Cuza University of Iasi at Teaching Staff Departments. I would like to start my presentation. Is about ethical issues for future teachers and teachers in kindergarten. I would like to share screen for this objective. And okay, I think everything is all right. So the title of my paper is Ethics for Early Education, Basic Elements for Approaching Ethical Issues. I have two arguments for this research. Early education is a strategic field of individual and social development, and ethics is a very practical issue that must form the foundation for early childhood education policies and practices. I want to inform you that is a theoretical study, but I have used numerous recent bibliography with up-to-date trends in the field of educational ethics. So the major aim for this study is to propose approaches to ethical decision-making in working with young children, with the role of improving self-reflection for early childhood education teachers and future teachers. The secondary objectives or aims are to identify the values and ethical guidelines that support the ethical decision in early education, to establish basic elements for approaching ethical issues, including the use of ethical codes, and to propose case studies in order to stimulate teachers' ethical reflection. And now, the first objective of the study regarding the ethical values. Gunstad et al. Proposed three categories for these values: political and society-related values as democracy, personal freedom, national pride. Educational values as child development and play, and individual and relational values as kindness, tolerance, gratitude, etc. Regarding the ethical decision making around the world, specialist group this ethical decision making into a normative ethical orientation. The ethics of justice focuses on rules and equal rights, and the ethics of care focuses on the children and their universal needs. So, in the following, I would like to put an emphasis on the importance of four basic elements for approaching ethical issues. The first basic elements, the early education profession is primarily an emotional, relational, and ethical practice. The second basic elements, teachers bring to school their personal values from the places where they live. The third elements, teachers must understand the difference between the professional ethics field and the personal field field. And the fourth basic element, teachers should not confuse personal dilemmas with the professional ethics dilemmas. The first dilemma, appearing in terms of professional ethics, and are conflicts related to the exercise of professional rights and obligation, while personal dilemma relate to teachers' personal values, preferences, and beliefs. Okay. Around the world, specialists have built ethical documents for this field. The best known ethical codes for early education are National Association for the Young Children Code of Conduct from USA, the Code of Ethics, British Association for Early Childhood Education from United Kingdom, and the Early Childhood Australia Code of Ethics from Australia, of course. Is very important for the specialists to consult these documents because it presents best practices in this field. Okay. Special for the teachers and future teachers, we put together a framework for decision making, very useful in everyday practice because it presents the process and the stages for good moral choices. And we have established 6 stages for this process. The first stage, identify the problem. The second stage, to decide whether the issue is a professional responsibility or an ethical dilemma, as earlier we explained. The third element, the third stage, is to identify if it is a dilemma, the party affected by the situation, the 4 stages, to brainstorm as many solutions as possible. 5, look for guidance in the text of the ethical codes. And 6, to identify the solution and to taking into account the recommendation in the code, but also your professional judgment. Finally, we have proposed an ethical reflection exercise with a case study. In the paper, I have proposed 4 case studies, but here we have one sample of case study concerning the topic of special educational needs, because this dilemma is very often encountered in Romania, but I think in all the spaces around the world. Every future teacher should practice on such case study for improving professional reflection and professional judgment. Thank you very much for attention. It is all for today. I also put the references for my work. We have a lot of recent papers. Okay. If you want to see me, I invite you at the conference. See you at the conference in Iasi this month. Okay. Thank you a lot. Goodbye.